I share with you the terrible wonders I have come to know.
Sounds good. Hey guys, welcome back to week 4, I think, of our Darkest Dungeon playthrough. Okay, so, man, where did we leave off? It's quite a mess. We gotta do some cleanup here. So let's see what we got. We got, everyone's pretty good on stress except for her, so let's go ahead and throw her into the, Abbey. We don't want to upgrade the Abbey because we've been saving our, busts so that we gotta upgrade the, Sanitarium. Cool. Ugh, Fear of Mankind is so brutal on a cleric. In town will only gamble, obsessed with the acquisition of knowledge. In town will never drink. This guy is getting a bit laden with negative quirks. So it might be a good idea to go ahead and just toss him. Characters in this game are free, which is nice. Quick Draw is amazing on any character, so I might consider trying to even lock that in eventually. Ruins Tactician and Lazy Eye. Lazy Eye isn't too problematic on a Abomination. And we have On Guard. Oh, it's so good. And Mankind Hater. You might notice some of the quirks are not made equal. So we have On Guard, +4 speed and +5 dodge on the first round. And then we have Quick Draw, +4 speed on the first round. So it's the same thing, but better. And that's true. Some quirks are better than others. Now, obviously, you can't have the same quirk twice, so if you had both On Guard and Quick Draw, that would be very good, although probably in excess. It could be good on the right class, though, I think. So anyways, that's an important thing to note among these. So, generally, the ones that provide either Tactician or the Hater keyword are usually really good, and we would like to keep those. Let's go hit up this guy and see if there's anything new. Another Hellion, Tippler, Hard-Skinned. Oh, it's such a good one. And what do we got here? A Bounty Hunter. Obsessed with material things. Okay, so Bounty Hunters are really good, and we should get one while we can.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
Yeah. So the Bounty Hunter is a melee range hybrid that has an ability that does massive damage on marked targets. So this is, I think, our first hero that is capable of marking. And we can see it's a ranged ability. It does 0 damage because it's damage mod -100%. And it marks a target with -10% protection. And it gives a debuff of -10% protection. And then it also marks the target. So the mark doesn't do anything, at least on our enemies, except it empowers certain abilities. An example is the Collect Bounty ability. Plus 90% damage versus marked targets. Plus 15% damage versus human. And those stack, obviously, so if you can manage to hit a marked human, you're almost doubling your damage. Now, if it's going to take 2 hits to attack the target, then using a mark and then using a Collect Bounty is almost the same as just doing 2 different attacks, right? But if you have to attack more than 2 times, it's a powerful investment. Another class that utilizes this is the Arbalest, and they have plus 50% damage versus marked with their sniper shot. And the Highwayman, also his pistol shot does bonus damage versus marked. But notice how the Highwayman doesn't actually have any abilities that mark the target, whereas the Arbalest does, and the Bounty Hunter does, and the Houndmaster does, but we don't have a Houndmaster yet. Okay, so we should decide who we're going to go ahead and throw into the ward. Not that guy. Curious is pretty darn bad. Weak Grip, not a problem. Fear of Mankind is pretty bad. Slow Draw is really bad. Mercurial is pretty bad, but I think we're fine for now. Lazy Eye really doesn't affect the Abomination too much. And we have Hylomania. I think we need to go for this Fear of Mankind or this Curious. And I think we're gonna go for the Fear of Mankind. So that's going to be pretty expensive, 1,500 to remove it. And I'm actually going to go ahead and Torn Rotator. That's pretty bad. I don't want that guy. Probably even dump this guy eventually. These two aren't problematic, especially because one says he'll never drink and another one says he'll only gamble. So he's just going to only gamble. This one doesn't do anything, but Curious is pretty bad. Let's hold on to him and see if we have any good options for the Sanitarium, and if someone else pushes him out, we'll just not take him. Okay. So we have a medium quest in the Ruins. We have a short quest in the Warrens. We have a long quest in the Weald. I'm thinking the Ruins is the place to go. Because we really need more busts to upgrade our Sanitarium. However, going for the Weald would also be really good because we can get armor on all of our guys, which is very, very good. And he actually has a bunch of Weald ability, 2 Weald abilities. Mankind Hater, Tuckered Out, whatever. Sure, and you know what, we're gonna take him. And I just hope he doesn't, like, ruin everything for us. Okay, weapon upgrade on Reynald. We're actually going to leave Disdain without a weapon for now, and we're going to go ahead and give her a new weapon as well. And let's see if there's any abilities we want to upgrade. Probably yes. Actually, you know, because of Reynald's Kleptomaniac, I kind of don't want to keep him. But, whatever. Let's upgrade his damage abilities. Those are the ones we use the most. We'll do Pistol Shot, Open Vein, and Grape Shot Blast. We're going to leave this guy the way he is, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade, the Hellion here. Do we get her Barbaric Yop? I don't know. Adrenaline Rush is pretty good. Although I never use it. Adrenaline Rush is pretty good. It gives her a pretty decent damage buff, and it also cures Blight and Bleed, which is pretty good. Breakthrough is really nice. It actually attacks all 3 of the first targets for 45% damage. It debuffs, but it also moves her forward one space, which is really good if we get surprised and she gets sent to the back. She can basically inch her way forward again with Breakthrough, which is pretty good. And we have Barbaric Yop, which stuns the first 2 targets. I think we're kind of poor to go ahead and invest in that at this point, so we're gonna just take a buff on Breakthrough. Now here's another note is, as we upgrade these abilities, we generally don't upgrade their damage. We only upgrade their accuracy and the damage of their effects, and maybe, you know, maybe reduce the effect of debuffs or whatever. The damage upgrades are all taken care of in the Blacksmith. So that's how you increase their damages in the Blacksmith. You know what, I'm gonna upgrade her Breakthrough, and then call it good. Let's go on a quest. Let's go into the Weald, since we have a Plague Doctor, and Plague Doctors are pretty darn good in the Weald. Now his Incision is going to be pretty useless here, but I don't feel like grabbing him a new ability, because it's going to be really expensive. Let's do 10 food. 8 food. 2 shovels. We've got 1 holy water, which is good. Let's take a key. 1 medicinal herbs and 2 anti-venoms. That seems pretty good. Oh, we get an anti-venom from the Plague Doctor. Okay, that's not too bad. So much about this game is in proper preparation, and a large part of preparation lies in knowledge, knowing what you're going to face.
Corruption
And so,
has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves.
hey man.
Let us burn out this evil.
So, something that will really help, bonus crits, allow us to really play a very aggro-y, type of run. Use up our food right away. And whenever we get a crit, we get stress reduction. Dang it, I could have skipped this whole leg. If I would have had a torch, I might have been able to scout a little bit better, and I would have actually saved myself that entire walk. Kind of makes me wish I had saved that torch I just burned. And my people are hungry, and I have no more food left. So if this goes too much longer, I'm going to be in trouble. Now, this is a grave. You can actually dig it with a shovel, which is pretty good. But I can't afford to run into a barrier now. Not with as much knowledge as I have of the map. So we're just going to have to skip it out. Oh! I could have saved that bandage since I was walking back. Man, I am out of it. First game of each session, I'm always a little bit less aware, which inflicts direct costs, actually. This run, if I fail to succeed, or even if I just complete it, is going to cost me.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
2 brigands, and we're surprised again. Because in the darkness, you're more likely to be surprised by a lot. +3. Get him! Let's go for the one that's lower. Um, 5 to 10 with a 2 damage bleed. And our Crusader isn't going to do anything this round. So it's probably just better for us to finish off the guy
Masterfully executed.
instead of trying to finish off this guy, because there's no way we're going to finish off him this round anyway. And, ugh. So if you choose to pass and not even take a move action, like let's say in that situation I wanted my Hellion forward, but the only option I could do was move, and I didn't want to move, I could pass, but it will cause your hero to directly suffer stress. Which is pretty bad. Hey, look at that, we did it! Oh,
Promises success.
that was lucky. Oops. We want her to go there. Okay, so we have an unlocked strongbox. I wonder if I put a key in here, what will happen? Before we open this, what else do we have left? Wow, we got a scout on a dark run. We scouted out the whole area, so no more rooms, and there are 2 battles on the road, which we do not want to fight without any torches. So I think at this point, it's worth it to see if a key does anything on the unlocked strongbox. Nothing. And, looks like we just open it. Sometimes it does a bad thing to you. Okay, since we kind of have nothing to lose, I'm gonna go walk back and dig up that grave, because I have a shovel, and, you know, I might as well use it. Hopefully, sometimes enemies will spawn as you walk backwards. And you take stress just by walking, which is problematic. I got, what, 3 stress now? Okay. And here's the grave. Shovel. Nice. Oh, totally worth it. That's 2,000 gold in items. Nice.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle.
Yeah,
But
the
one
amount
that
of
must be fought.
the reward level you get in darkness is much greater per item. So it doesn't increase your chance of getting things, but it increases the things you do get. Clumsy. Oh, that's bad. Unholy Slayer, as you can take it or leave it on one of these guys. And Stress Eater. So what this means is if she's stressed out, stress faster, she will begin fasting, and whenever we get forced to eat food, like when you're walking and it says your party is hungry, feed them, she won't actually require any food at all. So we'll only need 3 food, which is pretty good. Not amazing, but good.
Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
I feel you, ancestor. A grave robber. Okay, really bad. -3 crit range skills. And obsessed with material things. So, the grave robber is another hybrid melee range class, but starting with an ability we automatically have to remove because minus crit's just bad. We don't want that. So we're gonna leave her. And I really should go upgrade my stagecoach. You can actually run yourself pretty quickly into just failure if you don't upgrade your stagecoach. But instead, we're going to go to our blacksmith and upgrade our weapons. Armor, sorry. Armor smithing is going to be amazing. This is amazing. Manic for money, kleptomaniac. Man, I would love to remove that kleptomaniac. Although I should remove that clumsy. Looks like Curious got solidified. I think it's about time to go ahead and dump this guy. Even though he picked up Unholy Slayer. Let's get rid of him before we forget that we want to get rid of him.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
Natural Eye is really good. Slow Draw is terrible. Lazy Eye, not so bad. We've already gone over all of these. Slow Draw. She's already pretty slow. I kind of want to take this Bounty Hunter out. Maybe we'll remove this Hylomania. Okay, let's, so we have two things we want to remove. Dark Crown. Stalwart Buckle. Plus crit, plus stress, and -3 virtue chance. So a pretty good buff, +2 crit. That's really good. But +5 stress damage is pretty bad, and -3 virtue chance is pretty bad as well. A Worry Stone. This is pretty cool. So reduced stress damage, bonus virtue chance, and reduced speed. And we have a level 3 quest available now. So we could send our heroes on a level 3 quest. We're not going to do that because we would absolutely die. We don't even have a full party yet. So the Dark Crown. I don't really like the Dark Crown, but I don't think I have a better option. What about this? Ooh, this has got a name. Maybe we leave the Clumsy here. And who do we send into the sanitarium? We'll send this guy in. I know we just bought him, but he's not bad. And we'll remove Hylomania. Okay. So I think I'm gonna call it here. We'll start the next one. Next one, we'll go ahead and we'll make sure all of our guys are up, ready to go, and we will head into the Weald for our very first medium length quest. See you there, guys. Thanks for watching.